Hey, hi, hello, how are ya? Welcome to the Daily Tarot Buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Pierces de Blosi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for the transiting moon into Pisces during the Taurus season. So when we're in the season of Taurus and we're having a Pisces event, that's a 11th house event. So the type of event we're having is a lunation, something involving the moon, the lunar energy. So we're going to have increased insight and intuition in the area of the 11th house. Basically, our, you know, what we're building up in this life. It's also like our larger networks, the ones that we choose, our chosen family, our benefactors. Okay. It's our network. Okay. It's also our, soul's ambitions. It's like our high level aspirations in this life. Something is kind of being worked out, but there's been a couple few reality checks. Five of Cups, like burst bubbles. There might have been some type of mourning or remorse or grief or something of that nature, but it's because there was a harsh truth or terms and conditions, kind of neck and neck. Also, the calling on our life is speaking up. Our destiny is calling for us as well, as what I'm gathering. So we've kind of got to take actions for this destiny, whatever that looks like. I'm going to lay four cards from the This Might Hurt Tarot to start. That's where we will be imposing the guidance. Understand that these initial four cards are going to tell us about the overall energy as we're gathered here today for the Daily Tarot Buffet for the lunation event, which basically the transiting moon into Pisces, okay, 11th house lunation, okay. Now, after these four cards, we will pull other cards, but those will clarify and modify the overall baseline energy. And that's being imposed by This Might Hurt Tarot, Isabella Rotman. You can find that at Liminal 11 Publishing. Okay. So the four cards are Strength, Ten of Pentacles, Fool, and the Knight of Cups. Again, I repeat the overall energy, the baseline energy that's being imposed for this entire spread. The nature of the situation is the Strength card, Ten of Pentacles, Fool, King of Cups. Again, I repeat, Strength card, Ten of Pentacles, Fool, Ten of Cups. So after these four, when I pull other cards, it's to clarify and modify these four energies, okay? We're going from some type of Strength cards of wisdom into some type of destiny, the promise on our life, our spiritual inheritance. It can be some type of legacy or building, family planning even. Okay, so the Strength card is emotional fortitude. It's also Strength cards of wisdom. Okay, it's our heart's desires. The Ten of Pentacles is just that, legacy or family. So those words are kind of interchangeable, but legacy is more like estate or business, like even like a corporation. And then family planning is like the destiny on our life, the promise that we got from the divine. Also, like if we want to have a happily ever after that involves children or a house, that's the same as well. Even if this is just a long-term relationship without children, it could be go tackling our bucket list together. Just the activity of crossing out things on a list would make it the Ten of Cups. I mean, Ten of Pentacles versus the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is a legacy relationship, one for the history books. I mean, Ten of Pentacles is a legacy relationship, one for the history books. Ten of Cups is happily ever after. So now we have the full card. That's about breaking out, breaking free, a new beginning, taking a risk, but it's also the descent into matter. That cliff is 7th dimension. You see, he's walking off that cliff into the 3rd dimension. Okay. And then we have the King of Cups. So this is new strength, new fortitude. This is also new eternal soul. So there's something here about becoming immortal. It doesn't necessarily mean that we can't leave this mortal coil. We can't, divide from the body, but our consciousness will not meet oblivion. Some things happen where unless we break the covering on our life, the covenant is the promise from the divine, we're going to have, because we've mastered unconditional love. So now we have the love of the divine and it's mastered, meaning it's in our hand. It's imbued in our soul. King, it's not just starting out page. We might also be walking into some type of priestly class here with, excuse me just a moment, dear. With this King of Cups. So we've mastered our authentic self, our true nature. We're authentic, we're genuine, we're sincere. We have the Page of Wands, 8 of Cups, Magician, and the Ace of Cups. Page of Wands and the Strength card can talk about Venus and Leo, Venus in the 5th house, or to a lesser degree, some type of Aquarius rising. With the Fool and the Magician, hey, honey, if you've been thinking about doing divination, whether it's the runes or the shells or the bones or the dice or the lots, any type of claromancy, divination by lots, whether it's tarot cardomancy, if you've been thinking about doing the TikTok or the Instagram or the YouTube in terms of divination, tarot mainly, do it, because we have the spirit of Legba Tahuti, Hermes, Thoth, Mercury, whatever you want to call it, with the Magician and the Fool. That's the spirit of Ifa. Some of us here may be becoming an Ifavi, which is an initiate into learning the TAR, traditional African religions. Okay. I do want to say that joining some spiritual houses is just as dogmatic as joining the church. So just make sure that your intention is very strong, that you also know the spirituality of your mother's side, and that the agreements and the map it out for the next few years of what you're doing and what's expected. There shouldn't be a lot of surprises unless it's coming out of the divination. I just want to put that out there for those who know, then you know. If you know, you know. Now we need to withdraw, leave something behind, let something go. I wouldn't say abandon, but walk away from something in order to have this calling on our life, this destiny, because there may be some type of intention here through foreshadowing or fortune telling to kind of make us abandon hope or make us abandon our plan, abandon our hope, all ye who enter here. Because we have Empress as well. With the Tower. So this could be being punished for our beauty. This could be getting attacked for how we've cultivated ourselves. Maybe we have a nice voice. Maybe we're very intelligent. Maybe it seems like we have a soft life, an easy life. There's something trying to attack our nurturing, our creativity, or our gestation, our softness here with the Tower. Now, we are doing well with this because we have the Order of the Cherubim here, the Knight of Cups, and it's definitely so because we have the Tower here with it. So there's also heavenly warfare, I do want to say, and the gate to hell is here as well with the Ace of Wands. So there may be some type of temptation or trick or lure. And you understand, when we have God's favor, Empress, highly blessed, highly favored, highly chosen, highly anointed, we're crowned a demigoddess. We are the divine feminine in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. And if we're male assigned or identified, then we're in our nurturing and creativity. We're in our gestation period. We're using some type of, for the males, we're using inception. For the females, we're using conception. Doesn't always mean birthing from our physical womb. It might be creating a business, sanctifying, consecrating our spiritual space, pouring into a close relationship, giving them love, raising them up from the bottom up, whether it's a baby or a child, clearing the cobwebs out of their soul, imbuing self-worth and value into them. And that person that we're talking about can be us or somebody close to us. We're not in that action, take charge, large and in charge, be direct before, go out and seize the day. That's Emperor energy. This is the loving, caring, nurturing, creative, gestation kind of energy. There's also this cultivating this beautiful garden type of energy versus chasing the butterflies and the humming, and the honeybees and the hummingbirds. We're actually um, creating a beautiful garden that attracts them. So we're in that attraction versus promotion energy as well. And again, just a quick word on we are being attacked for our beauty. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. From Los Carabeo, we will be using the Vida Sibilla to deliberate the findings for any type of correlative or corresponding energy here. Now, when I say we're being attacked for our beauty, it's how we've cultivated ourselves. That's what culture means. The ability to cultivate the space, whether it's the person, place, or thing, the body, whether there's the environment, surrounding location, the domicile, the home, the nation, the community. We're being punished for our beauty, how we cultivate ourselves. It could be our refinement, our skill, our craft, our style, our droit de vivre, our panache. That's what the Tower and the Empress mean. It means being attacked for beauty. Yeah, because somebody's trying to humble us a little bit or tear us down so we're more approachable. We have Lamante. There's an energy here that needs to get our attention because there's some type of love offer on the table or coming or something of that line. And when you have the when you have the Tower and the Ace of Cups, that's Cupid's arrow as well. And it might be being worked out in the spirit because that's an eighth. The aces haven't really hit the earth, not until you get to 4, and it doesn't even manifest till you get to 10. And then you have let that out, a message. So it might be a message from the ascended guides, masters, the angels, because we do have the order of the cherubim here. The cherubim and angels, they work on protecting sacred space, making sure the riffraff doesn't get in, making sure the ratas, cucarachas, that they stay away, that some of them stay in the corner, others stay in the gutter. Okay, so that's what this is. There's some kind of message or plan coming from the ethers here. And with Vanchula, there's something new. Doesn't mean that we're virgin in terms of chastity. It means we're a virgin in terms of little to no experience in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. And there we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Because there's speranza here, hope, faith. And La Fortuna means that there's something here in terms of a cycle coming through, pulling through, coming hard, coming harder is what this is with militare. There's a tactic, there's a strategy, there's an operandi here, some type of motive. And yeah, the spirits are working, pushing something through, for sure, for sure. So I want to check this Cupid's arrow as well. Yeah, wishing you the best. Pray that you are blessed with lots of joy and love and lots of happiness. Yeah, so somebody's really working on self-worth value. I'm better than that. Yes, you are, honey. Okay. Yeah, so there's something, multiple parts are moving in secret. Sacerdote. There's coordination, ordination, orchestration, machinations, because we are kind of discerning, and this other side don't know what to do. They're kind of stuck with their love, and they're looking for a way. But that's the thing. Declare your intentions. They're playing the game not to lose versus playing the game to win. I'm going to leave that alone. So we have the 5 of Swords. That can be standards and boundaries, especially with the Empress. It could be that we have Venus in the 11th house, Venus in Aquarius. It could mean that we have standards and boundaries as well. It could also mean that there's been some procrastination. Something hasn't been moving. With the Temperance here, there might be some kind of intervention. Somebody might have set on the periphery, not doing anything because their normal encoding, their normal temperament, their normal personality, their normal inclination might be to not approach directly or to approach directly, but something along the path gave them pause. And now they're realizing, like, oh, hey, I'm going to have to switch it up. Hey, I'm going to have to you know, shake things up. Tower with the Five of Swords. I'm not getting negativity from this Five of Swords. Perhaps we might be dealing with a witch, but I'm not even seeing witchcraft. I'm not even seeing spell work yet. Because this person's on a high ground, but they need to make sure the energy is getting to us. Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands. And so with the Temperance and this Five of Swords, what that means is that they need to figure out a way to intervene or to shake something up, especially with the Tower. And it's spiritual communication, so they're handling this spiritually, which is the way to do it. Tower and the Magician, that's communication from higher ups, spiritual guidance, spiritual communication. And then the Strength card with the um, Five of Swords is really about piercing into somebody's heart, okay, leaning into discomfort, dealing with something that's normally very difficult, very precarious, doing something that's unpopular. It could even just be a verbal confrontation, not an argument, but to not do the niceties, to put down the niceties, or to open the kimono, even share something intimate, personal, private, something that might expose us to loss or to harm or to ridicule or embarrassment or even shame. Somebody may have their Mercury in Sagittarius here or in the ninth house. Somebody may be a Gemini rising here or have their Venus in the ninth house or in Sagittarius. Somebody may have their Mars in the fifth house or in the sign of Leo. We have a double ace, so there is some type of union, communion, partnership here. But since we're dealing with the 11th house, this is one of those power couples where all eyes on us. This is not going to be happening in private. Or if it does, it would be because we're attached to somebody famous, I'll be honest. Synchronicity and angelic numbers. So up until recently, we couldn't give a lot, or and that's us. But this side, look, an Aquarius. But this side is thinking like, yeah, I want this, or there may be some type of impulsive or flighty or detached, aloof, restless, unpredictable, rebellious energy. There just could be like, hey, I acted like I didn't care, but I did. I just needed my time and space to think on my own. I didn't want to be tied down by a relationship because I wasn't ready to put in the work, or I didn't know how you felt, or I didn't read the signals correctly. I didn't see it there. Because we also have bravery, courage, strength. We also have the Leo card here, so there's double lion energy. And with the Temperance card, if there is some kind of soulmate energy, it's twin flame. The Temperance in the 4-1 is twin flame union. The Two of Cups and the Lovers is soulmate union. So we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. It's here. And we also have another match. That was for the double ace. Let's pull for the. We're in contact with our twins. Message from the other side. We're in a telepathic communication already. Random thoughts and intense feelings brought on by when noticing patterns, image, or numbers in your day to day that remind you of this person. Yeah, so we're in spiritual contact with our twin already. Aries energy, so they're strong, passionate, la-di-da, yada-yada. Oh, we also have the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups is here with the Ace of Swords. So we are in spiritual union. This situation needs to not just have an intervention, Five of Swords, but needs to have an intercession. So get before that altar with the King and Queen of Cups here. Get before that altar, make some intentions, set some, do some manifestations, set some intentions. Four of Swords, Judgment card. Yeah, so there's going to be a revelation here. And it's not going to be one that, the ground falls out from underneath your tower. It's not going to be building burns down to the ground. It's not going to be a reckoning, but there is going to be a call out because we're both carrying a flame here. Somebody may have their Saturn in the ninth house or in Sagittarius. The universe is planning for us to run right into a reconciliation with our life path, spirit, karma, destiny. Ten of Pentacles confirms that. We have Queen of Cups and King of Cups. Okay, so there's a message here. I'm not feeling fulfilled in my life, therefore I am chasing something, maybe money and status in a way to increase my self-worth. They could also just be chasing tangible representations of what they think they want. Being materialistic means I use this card as not going, it's superficial surface level, regardless if it's money or not. I also feel I am not equipped to handle our connection. I'd rather focus on what I can control. Yeah, so they're being superficial, which means actual, factual, what they can measure, what they can find on Google, what they can touch, feel, taste, smell. It's not about that. Meditation. Another message. I want to take action towards you. I want to talk with you, be with you, and feel you. Please be patient, my love. I will come back in divine timing. Another message here. I feel my life is falling apart and being pulled apart. No matter what I try to build, things keep crumbling all around me. I wish you were there to help. You were the only thing solid in my life. Another message. I'm fighting my demons and re-examining my actions. It is life-altering and also extremely painful at times. I fight against the changes, but I know it must happen for me to evolve. So they're going through a dark night of the soul. But look at us. We're the only one not in reverse here. And honestly, we're going through spiritual practices, working on our inner healing and issues with codependency. We're becoming aware of intuition and guides. We're meditating and releasing self-limiting beliefs. That's wonderful. I like that for us. Yay. Okay, so there's that. The Queen of Cups, King of Cups. We're feeling each other, though. We have a heart-to-heart connection, not just a telepathic one. But this is a karmic cycle that's coming up for adjudication. So it could be a couple few things. Like I said, Sagittarius, ninth house, Sagittarius. I mean, Saturn, Sagittarius, Saturn, ninth house. But there's going to be a judgment, salvation, redemption, or we're going to be. I'm not seeing a canceling of the contract. It can be voided, though, actually, with the Five of Swords, but it's not in the line of incarnation here. There's been some procrastination, and this karmic cycle is coming up for review. We're both in the right in our own individual rights, but I'm not seeing a lot of connective energy. Us over here, we're going to get hit with the Cupid's arrow. Eight of Wands in the Tower is enough for Cupid's arrow. Eight of Wands in the Cup is enough for Cupid's arrow. Tower in the Ace of Cups is the technical definition of the Cupid's arrow. All three of those together is a confirmation. And then when you add in the Judgment and the Temperance, you have the Archangel, you have the Ministering Angel, you have a pair of aces here. It's union. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Okay, so we had 3 cards pop out the deck, and that's a petition from us. King of Cups, King of Pentacles. That's an alliance with the 4 of Wands. That's union, typically twin flame union. It can also be sacred office. We have the 8 of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles. We've talked about needing to secure this connection. So King of Cups with the 4 of Swords. We love somebody and we need to put that energy out there into the universe. Someone's coming in to quickly give us love. They want a relationship, 4 of Cups. And what is going to happen is that this situation will be given to. They might have rushed into a different relationship as well, but something's happening where we have a fresh new union, because our answer is yes. So we also have, I'm sorry, Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. From Vibe About It Tarot, we will be deliberating the findings for any type of pairing energy with the numbers. So we have like a pair of aces here. We have a pair of 8s here. That's a little bit of spell work. We don't have a lot of repeating cards, just a pair of 8s and a pair of aces. Well, that's good. Let's look at what this double 8 means. This is from the Cosmic Covenant Tarot Minor Arcana. 8. We either need to get to higher ground, yeah, because 8 of Cups, Page of Cups, we're feeling withdrawn. 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups. We need to leave the house so that we can reunite with somebody. 8 of Cups, Ace of Wands. What's trying to come in to the field is some type of creative new beginning. There's an offer, a temptation here. There's a strategy and agenda here, a plan. Yeah, because there's a breakthrough or a breakdown or something of that nature here. It's been a supreme honor to serve. Thank you for allowing me the pleasure to do so. I want to check a couple of few things. The Judgment with the Ace of Wands is a revelation of truth, a judgment rendered into the record. Somebody's going to say yes. It's a petition from the other side. They're ready to. There's been a pause on giving love, and there's been some letdowns here, but something needs to be put to bed. There's a sadness from the past, a remorse, a regret that's still going. We have this 8 of Wands with the Temperance card. That's usually Sagittarius energy, typically Mercury in the 9th house or Mercury in Sag. Yeah, somebody wants to finally give. I'm hearing the song Fairy Thoughts and Periwinkle Blue Medallion. Guild, there's a new relationship coming. Gilded galleon spilled across the ocean floor. Sprinkle thoughts, I think of you. I need to listen to that song because I'm getting the lyrics so wrong, and I love Joni Mitchell. She's in my top 5. What's this 10 of Wands? Because I'm feeling like somebody's carrying a torch. Yeah, on a promise to be free. Somebody wants to break up, break free because they're full. Because okay. Because they're in love. Keep its arrow, honey. I'm telling you. With the King of Cups, love is a common, is a common, is a common, is a common. So we're both in love in individual different ways. And we have a couple few bad cards here, and they're completely neutered. There was not a negative connotation at all. Yeah, love is coming, but it's been rather frivolous or contrivial. And it feels, somebody here feels like they missed their chance, they're avanti. Yeah, because it's not us, it's this other side. They were being a little bit too cards close to the chest sacerdote, and now it left them with a grave and great sadness. I want to check on this 5 of Swords here. So let's check the 5 of Swords against the Strength card. An intervention. Gee. Okay, it's on our end as well. This fell face up. Skin tight, skin golden. On a promise to be free. Mermaids swim in colonies. All his we might be connected telepathically. So this is a rubric spread, a runic spread. We have the nature of the situation, a union, the challenge, crossing, obstacle, conundrum is Belvedere, the foresight. Maybe we didn't see this coming because the focus right now is il nemico. There's some type of adversity or competition, but the sacrifice to be made is to open up. And the thing about it was that we were close at one time and then we moved away from it, and now we're focused not on each other but on getting into a relationship. And the evolving situation is going to be closeness, domiciliation, so domesticity. So what's the Temperance 5 of Swords? Okay, so this is the love-hate energy. And again, it's coming from us. So we might have lost our temper a little bit. Maybe not on the other person. But there's a covenant here, a compact, because I thought there was a pair of aces. It's a triple ace. 5 of Swords is the love-hate energy. It goes along with Il Nemica, a betrayal. But it might have been that we didn't share our affections because we're really devoted to this love. Even if we don't even know, once we get in the feelings about it, it's going to rock us. What's the triple ace? Because I only got the pair of aces. Okay, there's a compact here right now that we're not fulfilling. There's some changes where we're suffering a hardship when it could be 10 of Pentacles. Rock your body. Come on, just rock your body. Rock your body. That's what I'm hearing. So, I don't know. I don't understand that people jumping into bed right away. I mean, it happens. I'll get it. But that's what I'm getting. It's like be prepared to jump in bed right away. That doesn't make sense to me. But okay. There is a union here, a long time, happily ever after, committed, lifelong relationship. Somebody is trying to secure lifelong relationship. We're sitting in our worth and value here. And this other side is the one that's second guessing. They're in some type of healing because of something. They made a few mistakes, or they second guessed, or whatever, what have you. Love is coming towards us. That's what this is. And there's no way around it. As I said that, my heart started to warm up. Now, if it's the 11th house, it's in public, or it's from a friend, or it's with a famous person. This is not going to be secretive. We need to come out to play 3 of Cups. We can't stay home. This has been a reading about stepping back into our self-worth and value so that we can regulate something that's going on with the karmic cycle. That will give us what we need to drive right into karmic expediation, leaving behind a karmic lesson and walking straight into victory. Because we're entitled something, but we're also in a place of being weary. So that means we're at a crossroads. In order for things to expand, to speed up, we need to focus on the parts of our life that are fun. Like, we're about to come into a windfall here. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. Just a quick message to like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. As I said, just a quick prayer for all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, trapped in the matrix, lost somewhere in the seas of time, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine, unconditional, loving, universal oneness. We love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that you accept your ordered path illuminated and that you find salvation and redemption in this life. Go ahead and smash that like button. We'll see you in the next one, okay? Take good care. Bye.